The Palace of Versailles in France is home to some of the most spectacular architecture, gardens, and art in the world. It is a lasting symbol of Louis XIV, the king who lived there and ruled his country for over 72 years. Louis XIV ascended to the throne in 1643 at the age of 5. Because Louis was too young to rule, his mother, Anne of Austria, was named regent to rule in his name. She requested that his father's chief minister, Cardinal Jules Mazarin, remain in charge of the country. It was a time of unrest in France as the monarchy sought to centralize its power at the expense of the noble class, leading to a series of civil wars between 1648 and 1653 called the Fronde. After Mazarin died in 1661, Louis chose to rule alone and further consolidate his power. Louis believed in the divine right of kings, that the king's right to rule came directly from God and could not be bound by the will of the people, the aristocracy, and in some cases, the church itself. He was influenced by the writings of his childhood tutor, Bishop Jacques Bossuet. Bossuet wrote of kings, "He is a public personage. All the state is in him. The will of all the people is included in him. As all perfection and all strength are united in God, so all the power of individuals is united in the person of the prince." Louis conveyed this concept with this simple phrase, "L'état c'est moi," translated as, "the state is me." To cement his absolute power, Louis transformed Versailles, a hunting lodge outside of Paris, into an immense palace of great opulence that would become a center for art and culture. In 1682, he ordered the court and the government to move to Versailles permanently and made it a home for thousands of nobles and officials. At Versailles, Louis used a series of tightly controlled rituals and ceremonies to keep the nobles vying for his favor instead of battling him for power. He also had them spend a significant amount of time every year at Versailles to prevent them from developing their own regional power. Louis referred to himself as the Sun King because he believed his subjects revolved around him the same way the planets revolved around the sun. Louis XIV placed tariffs on imported goods, fostered overseas colonies, and regulated trade. Under his leadership, France became the richest nation in Europe. Foreign dignitaries who visited Versailles were often intimidated, yet inspired by the tremendous display of wealth and power. During Louis's reign, France waged war against several European nations, running up tremendous debts. Combined with the costs of maintaining Versailles, the economy was left on the brink of financial ruin. When Louis XIV died in 1715, his form of absolute rule had brought stability to the nation, turning France into a world power and unleashing an era of art and culture that is still celebrated.